Hello, YouTube peoples. Thanks for joining me. This is Torghast Twisting Corridors, Layer 5, as a Destruction Warlock solo. My talent range is the standard Mythic Plus build, Reign of Chaos Channel Demon Fire Cataclysm, with a slight alteration of Demon Skin over Burning Rush for a little extra defense instead of mobility. There's too many things that you just have to take the hit. Legendary I'm using is Superior Summoning, so more Infernals all the time. Only 209, so not realistically Mythic build, kind of middle of the road. It really all boils down to what powers you get and how you manage your pulls. So without further ado, let's get going and look at our first Animal Horde. And once again, for like the third or fourth week in a row, I get to choose between Warlock's Bargain and Dark Whisper Signet. If this was a regular Layer 8 that only was going to go 6 floors, I would take Warlock's Bargain for the haste. But the reduction in stamina for the ridiculous length of the three times the number of floors, that stamina boost can really hurt you toward the end. So I'm going to go and choose Dark Whisper Signet for the extra damage in my Infernal window. Speaking of to the people in YouTube, Twitch chat says hi. They wish you were here, and so do I. Let's see. First pull, gonna Havoc this one and just go into a standard Immolate Conflagrate Double Chaos Bolt, followed by another Conflagrate, and then just mop up this one. First about 6 floors or so are pretty easy. It's your same standard fare as though you were doing a regular run to get Soul Ash. Only after about floor 8, maybe 9, does the difficulty start to increase. But if you're in my gear range, about between 200 210, you're not going to see any major uppage in difficulty until at least layer 12 or floor 12. The nomenclature of the segregation in Torghast is so ridiculous that Torghast is divided into wings that are subdivided into layers that are subdivided into floors. It's too much, I say. Too much. Let's see, we got a Venthyr free power. That'll probably be a chance on spellcast to increase crit. Most likely. I am not Venthyr, so I have no chance to get a champion, which I have learned you get 2 of those every week, or at least the potential to. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed or not. I'm going to be doing my darndest to do a full clear of every single mob, because the more mobs you kill, the more Phantasma you get, the more powers you get, the stronger you are on that final end boss, which can range from being a doozy to being a cakewalk. Oh my gosh. Agents. The initial wing we have gotten is Coldheart Interstita, which is dealing with a lot of the fallen Kyrian people. The Forsworn, that's the word. The predominant ones of any major concern are the agents, because they do an obnoxious AoE fear. The Javelineers are a little annoying because if you don't, as a Warlock, if you don't get the Voidwalker to pick them up, or Felguard if you're running the blessed spec of demo for Torghast. Seriously, if you play demo, this is your content right now. But Javelineers could be a bit of a pain, but the biggest threat is the agents with their fear. You also see a lot of these groups, you have 2 elites surrounded by regulars. You can generally pull the regulars away. I like to do so, and for whatever reason, throw your pet on passive, and I've done this several times before. I'm not targeting the automaton in front of me, I'm targeting the guardian behind him. Just watch. He runs through, the automaton does nothing, and I have just 1 elite by itself. This only works in Coldheart Interstita. I've tried it in others, and it pulls the whole pack like it's supposed to. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's intentional, but who honestly looks a gift horse in the mouth when you can peel these mobs off of each other and kill them one at a time? It's ridiculous, and I love it. See, now I can take the automaton by itself and get rid of both elites without having to challenge the rest of those. Automatons have a knockback, so you kind of want to stay away from them. And if you have to be close, make sure you have somewhere to be positioned, because these platforms you can fall off the sides and insta-dead. Let's see. Yeah, Thundering Stomp, that's the one. It'll even knock your pet backward. Luckily, Voidwalker can't fall off. I am Kyrian, so I used my my Scouring Tithe to get 5 soul shards off of him, so that I can maybe push a little further because of this being floor 1, and pull a little extra to speed the process along just a little bit. Drop Infernal. Since I'm running Wilfred's, I'll be able to get it back easily before the end of the floor. Just blow all these guys up. Ah, good. New Blended Anima. Rain of Fire radius increased by 20%. This is trash. This one is the one you pick if the other option is actually detrimental to you. Maw-Rats explode on death, dealing damage to nearby enemies. This one looks good on paper, but unless it's paired with the one where Maw-Rats don't run away, or if you cluster Maw-Rats a lot, it's hit or miss. The much better one is the killing a Maw-Rat reduces the cooldown of Shadow Fury. But choosing between the two, I'll take the Maw-Rat over... Rain of Fire legitimately can get so big that you pull mobs you don't want. And apparently there is a second. Infernal Skewers, crit chance of Rain of Fire is increased by 25%. These are good if you're using Rain of Fire. I tend, especially in Twisting Corridors, to default more to Chaos Bolt builds, because there are so many really good abilities that pair up together with it. Whereas refilling Elixir of Life as an emergency full heal if you fall below 20% health, it's one of those just in case you get hit by something that doesn't just outright kill you. It's good to have one of those. Carrying on. Pull some of these. These winged automatons are elite, so I don't want both at the same time. And as you notice, I quickly pulled my Voidwalker off so that this Maw-Rat didn't drag him into that entire pack. We're going to do the same thing again. Voidwalker on passive, target the one behind, immolate, and back away. And he just runs straight through his buddy and goes straight for your face. It's absurd, it's ridiculous, and I love it. And then we just pull the other elite by himself. I'm pretty sure this tactic works in other wings of Torghast. I've only tried it really in one, maybe 2 others, and it's been kind of hit or miss. Go. And then we can just blast these other 2 as they're just ascendants. Haven't seen another agent yet, which is good. As much as the Kyrian aesthetic just doesn't work for as much as the Kyrian aesthetic doesn't work for Warlock, the Scouring Tithe ability is just so good for Destro. It's the only thing that would have been better was the pre-nerf Necrolord ability, but you know, fun was detected. Thanks, Blizzard. Javelineer, and Scout. So in these sort of situations, I would focus just the Javelineer directly, because then the Voidwalker's going to run over and do his AoE, which will pull the attention of everything around it that's either melee or near melee. Another thing is Cold Heart instead you got to watch out for. These little ambushers. You're going to get just the swirl puddles of doom up until a certain point where you'll get a standard circle. Then the ambusher will actually come down and fight you. And then after you kill that, like right here, the ambusher is going to come down and stay before trying to fly away. And if you hit him, get out of my way. Once I kill him, the swirls will stop for the entire floor. So this will be the last one. And you want those swirls to stop because it will knock you back and do a minimum of damage. But the knockback on these narrow platforms is what'll kill you. We'll grab the amulet and get him that. It should be chance on spell or ability to crit. Spells and attacks have a chance to crit, or 10 Soul Remnant, which would be 10% of Intellect. It's okay, we can handle those guys while I'm deciding. 10% Intellect is really good, and this will pair if I get Soul Platter later. And unlike the crit chance, which will legitimately only fuel Chaos Bolt damage. So I'll take the Intellect to have a damage boost to everything in my toolkit. Which will be important later if I get the abilities that add extra elemental damage to your attacks, which... Well, hello there! This is a rare that I have not seen. Time to drop Infernal, do a single rain of fire just to get it out, and Chaos Bolt. I want to say that you can get followers in Twisting, but I do not recall specifically if I have gotten followers in Twisting or not. Let's see. 9% critical strike damage, or as I like to say, 9% increased Chaos Bolt damage. If Phantasma is doubled, but decreases damage done by 10%. That's not necessarily bad. Removes the damage done penalty from any fractured Phantasma lures carried. That's an odd combo. It's making you choose between being immune to the damage reduction, which only works if you have this one already, which would double Phantasma increase. Damage output is secondary in Twisting Corridors. Survivability is number one, so getting the Phantasma boost I think will be worth the 10% loss, because it's the first floor. If I'm doubling everything from here on, that is an exponential amount of growth of abilities that I can get at all 6 vendors that I will encounter. This, and we have another ability, and there we go. Tome of Taking is okay. You want like 2 or 3 if you're specifically if you're a Kyrian Destro lock, because you want to pair Scouring Tithe with Havoc, but there's a 10-second discrepancy between them. You take 2 Tomes of Taking, and suddenly they're both around 30 seconds. However, Bloodgorge Leech is the #1 healing ability that you can get. Damaging spells and abilities have a very high chance to heal you and your demon for 5% max health. So you want at least 2 to 3 of those to just be constantly healing tons off of just off of attacking. So you don't have to stop your rotation to actually heal. Negates the entire need for health funnel. Guardian, Javelineer, Scout, Marat Ascended. Nothing of any particular threat. Just one-shot that guy. You over. And while that's going on, we'll grab this. 12% intellect. So a nice boost to every single ability that I have. What do we got there? Agent. That's going to be annoying if I get one later in the run. Because the agents are the one with the big AoE fear, but if it's an end floor boss, there's ways to mitigate that. Open up with Incinerate to an Immolate. Another Incinerate. Now he's in range. These stairs. Stun him. Now that the AoE's down, I want to be away because that terror. While the Voidwalker's fear, I'll hit it with Mortal Coil so that it can't just get free damage off the Voidwalker. This is probably overkill for the first floor, but, you know, gonna do what I can to be in the right mindset for the later floors. Floor boss is down. Let's see. Demon Skin Talent, which I already have. Inflict shadow damage equal to 40% of the damage you receive split among enemies, but you may no longer walk backward. This is great if you're a melee or if you're a non-pet class. Not so good for Warlock. Whereas, once again, Dark Whisper Signet, I will now have 3 Infernals every time I do Summon Infernal. Next floor. Yep. All major CDs, which is pretty much everything about 3 minutes. Every non-trinket ability of 3 minutes or longer gets reset every floor. So there is no reason to hold it for any particular thing. Because the next floor, it's right back. And you can tell it was on cooldown and now it's back. Nothing here, so there's either going to be a trap somewhere up here or I'm going to be dealing with more swirls of ambushers. Because it's Cold Heart Interstita, pretty sure it'll be the ambushers. Certain floors have traps, certain floors don't have traps. Or certain wings have trapped floors. Cold Heart Interstita is not one of them. Its trap is the ambushing Ascended. I agree wholeheartedly. The Torghast is by far one of the best things that Blizzard has done as far as Shadowlands is concerned. Let's see, get this automaton. I'm close enough. He's going to try and do his ground pound, but I'm going to counter with Mortal Coil to terrorize it. How exactly one goes Ooga Booga Booga and scares a robot? I don't know. It didn't go off because I was in... It really is, but WoW has been leeching more and more from Diablo for at least 2 expansions now. To be fair, though, I think this is the best thing that they could have taken from Diablo. And yet, at the same time that it resembles the rifts in Diablo immensely on paper, when you're actually running through it, it doesn't feel the same. Well, thank you. Let's see, we got Scout, we got a Binder, and we got an Agent. Agent must die first. In the words of a wise farmer of potato, death! Death! There we go. Let's see. That I have yet to see that Shadow Storm off the Binders be a threat in any way, shape, or form. More free stuff from their corpse. And 15% intellect. Got an Agent here who will have to die first. Well, American cheese is just a really terrible knockoff of, like, provolone, I think. Shadow Fury to prevent that agent from acting. Nope! Ah, got me. It's okay, all of these things are still pulled and they're on the Voidwalker, not me. Okay, agent's dead. Oh no, I'm rooted. Whatever will I do? I guess I must stand here and keep casting. For those who watch this after the fact on YouTube, we're now having a mighty discussion in Twitch chat about cheese and how we wish all the YouTube people would join us on Twitch because, yes. Let's see, Agent double ascended. We'll take out the Agent first because that fear is obnoxious. And as you see, all of the melee ones, they start charging me, and then the Voidwalker slaps them and takes them. Yep, there it is. There's the ambush. I called it. I called it. I called it, Twitch chat. I called it. I knew it. Everything proceeds exactly as the potato hath foreseen. 16? I think the circle, yep. Everything is as I had foreseen. Die! Let's see. We got the infighting group. I see no agents, which means I can actually... Let's see. Let's use the Infernal. Or should I say the Infernals? Haha. We got an elite in there by accident. It's okay. We're doing so much AoE damage from the Infernal's Immolation Aura that it just doesn't matter. Especially on the floor 2. Boom. And we've got 2 Plundered Anima. Chaotic Effigy is a terrible ability. Breaking an Ashen Phylactery increases the damage of your next Incinerate by 20%, stacking 100 times. The problem is, Incinerate's a filler. If you're using Incinerate for its damage value, you're playing Destro luck wrong. On top of the fact that it's being paired against Bloodgorge Leech, which now I heal 10% max health of me and my demon. High chance on cast. Dissolving Vial. Corruption is now instant cast. I refuse personally to use this because I am 100% against non-Affliction Warlocks having Corruption or using Corruption. I just won't do it. Whereas increased crit damage and crit healing by 6%. Destruction Warlock. All my abilities critting is very important. Chaos Bolt 100% crits. So this is literally 6% damage increase. Chaos Bolt. I could do so. I am being requested to check on things on twitch.tv/Meganundle. Hint, hint, YouTube crowd. Let's see. Jumping over to achievements. It still has not updated from 4 to 5, but it will probably do so eventually. It takes time, I think, after the stream for like 2-ish hours or so before it registers and updates everything. Agent, you will die. Dang it. Whenever you start casting a spell, it puts all of your abilities on the global cooldown. And if you stop casting, it doesn't remove it. That's what's getting me these last couple of times. Because I commit to an Incinerate or something, it starts casting its ability, I panic, try to cancel to do Mortal Coil, and it just... This puzzle. Standard lever combination lock. I like to just brute force my way through it, starting from left, going to right. See the... And just checking all the potential combinations. Sometimes you get lucky and it's really close. Sometimes it takes a little while. Again, Rain of Fire increased by 20%. Nah. This is good in the long run. It's great for your damage because it's just flat out reducing. But it is not to be taken if you could take something that increases your survivability like Blood Gorge Leeched, or ideally anything that increases your stamina, your max health, or your demon's max health. Those are the top 3 that must be taken to survive the later floors. Because it literally gets to the point where things will slap an unempowered Voidwalker for 1/3 of its health and damage. Which of course means they'll one-shot you once they're done with it. Agent Ascended. Let's get a Scouring Tide there. And kill and death. 3 little orbs and another Animacell. Versatility by 3% is... I have a personal beef with the versatility stat in general. But I will admit there are points late on when, in comparison to other abilities, it's the better option. This early, though, I'll take the Tome of Taking and start working to get that Scouring Tithe cooldown to match Havoc. You don't need more than 2. More than 2, and you start having the problem of it coming off cooldown before Havoc. You want to pair them together because Scouring Tithe for Kyrian is Havocable on a Warlock, or Destruction Warlock, which means 2 targets taking periodic dot damage. If one, the other, or both die, you get 5 full shards from each, which means a potential 10 shard generation if you time their deaths just staggered enough. Or, if you kill one and the other survives, you get 5 shards and Scouring Tithe comes off cooldown instantly. It is amazing. She is welcome to all the verse that I don't want. She is welcome to it. Let's see. Binder versus Javelineer. Binder's dead. Early floors tend to take a teeny bit longer, and the later floors tend to be a bit longer. Once you get into the middle where you have enough powers to actually start blowing through things, the run starts to pick up a little bit. And then enemy health catches up. Like, for example, Coldheart Interstita, we're going to get 2 more ranks of this that'll make their health. For the rest of this run, including the following wings that you do, they will just have flat 15-something% more health. It is awful when you get Coldheart Interstita twice and their health is just ridiculous. I have had that happen. It was not fun, but we got through it. Luckily, the last boss, its massive health pool was all it had going for it. It did not deal damage whatsoever. Let's see, they're dead. And what do we got? Ascended, so I don't have to even be concerned about this floor boss. I can get as snuggly close as I want. And throw down all the AoEs I feel I need. Hit you with that. Hit you with that. Channel Demon Fire. Another Conflag to fill up shards. Double Chaos Bolt. Triple Chaos Bolt. At this point, I become what is known as Chaos Bolt Cannon, where your shard generation is such that by the time you finish casting Chaos Bolt, you can cast another one. This is ideal, especially if you tie it in with the ability that allows Chaos Bolt to refund 2 shards, 15% chance per stack of the Anima ability, or the one that gives you 5 Phantasma per Chaos Bolt cast multiplied by the number of stacks you have. Get 2 or 3 of those early on in the run, you're set for purchasing for the game. Orb of Replenishment is good for bosses, not so much anything else, because it's really more of a last-ditch effort. Demon damage is okay. Demon health is way more important, and Blood Gorge Leech, if I can get... I now heal 15%. This is the single most powerful ability that you can get to keep yourself alive across the board. At floor 3, we're on the first purchasing floor. There may be traps of some sort, but it does not appear to be the case. There are also going to be several soul remnants just lingering around. I think I should be able to get 19, maybe 20% total intellect now, which is a huge boost to my damage, which more or less overrides that 10% damage decrease. Which is probably why these early floors are going a little on the slower side, is because of the damage decrease. But for having 600 on floor 3 of Phantasma, totally worth it. Itchy eye. Let's see. We have the final boss of the first wing is going to be the Night Fae Treefolk one, whose name escapes me because I haven't fought it very often. Let's see. I usually like to grab this Anima Horde before I purchase, just for no particular reason. Damage increase is meh. 75 hit dice. This is the absolute last one you pick, only if the other option is terrible. Crit strike damage and healing is increased by 30%, but frost damage and healing is reduced by 25%. This is great. I don't deal any frost damage normally. And if I pick up the ability that lets me deal extra frost damage, it's a bonus. It doesn't matter. And I see that I almost missed a free soul remnant, getting me to 19. Fantastic. Alright, now we'll deal with Broker Vikan. Always take the 5 Anima one if you have that unlocked from Vanari. Always take the Plundered one because it gives you better options than what you might potentially find. Pact of Thickness, this is the one that you ideally want to stack as much as possible. Gives your demon 50% more health cumulatively. I'm not really seeing any that I care that much about. Marat reduces cooldown of Shadow Fury is okay. It's not amazing. Healthstone increases all healing taken by 50% for 30 seconds. This sounds good on paper, but it doesn't increase Healthstone's healing. It increases all healing after using the Healthstone. So if you use Healthstone followed by Kyrian Vial or Healthstone followed by Life Drain, it's not as great as it sounds. Same with Claw of Enderith. Your drain life is 25% faster, so it heals a little bit more. It's like whatever. Infernal Skewers, Detonating Torch, these are meh. Damage from that, so I will take Pack of Thickness. Extreme Thickness. 240, can't get the Ravenous Cell. I will get the Oblivion Winds for 3% more haste. Haste is the god stat for Destro luck. And have 180 left. Just in case, I will grab the Obscuring Essence Potion to +1 my death counter, just in case. Open up my little Kyrian bag, and I just realized I don't have any of my healing items, so I will grab my cookies and my vials now, just in case. Take a few steps away from that and drop both these cells. What do we got? 10% on my intellect, or maximum health increased by 30%. This is amazing, because the Warlock's health and stamina directly affects the Demon's health and stamina, which then affects health. So if I increase my stamina by 30%, you'll see right here, Voidwalker's max health also went up. Maret's Explode, I already have this. This would just double the damage, or that 10%. I could have gotten 20% more intellect, but the boost to health was far more vital to stay alive. Health final, just to check what the new max health is. just shy of 50k HP on Voidwalker. I've gotten it up to over 3 million health on a Voidwalker, personally. Let's see, we're back to regular fighting floors. No traps. We may get ambush swirls. Whenever you see the arch ones here, and I believe... Is that... Yep, ambusher. So that's something I was not aware of. You can physically see the ambusher up in the sky. So yes, there will be the awful swirls until we reach the area that he's hovering over, I suspect. And then he'll come down and you can stop him. Setting Guardian Binder, we're good. Agent and Agent, so I'll want to take these two separately just to avoid the fear. It's just an annoying debuff. Mobs that do fear effects are just the worst, in my opinion. Not so humble opinion. And they're both dead. Might as well get my 29 intellect to be 30% increase in intellect. And then we'll take out this other agent with double Chaos Bolt. And I can flag for the finishing blow. Let's see, Scout Agent, take out Agent. Lay down that so that I can have all of those hit him and the swirls begin. And look at that, we're within range, so down he goes. And dead. DED dead. Little of him over here, little of him over there. Rats are annoying. Put the Voidwalker on passive to pull him back a little bit. Okay. This is a fairly standard cookie-cutter floor for Coldheart Interstita. T-junction, this way continues on to the end, this way goes around and up to a little platform that'll have like a rare or a puzzle or something on it. Usually a rare, but I don't know. The vocal notifications for whether there's a rare or a person to rescue have been finicky lately. Ah, this is important. 3% haste, which is good, or your attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of lightning dealing nature damage. I actually recommend taking the bonus damage. These abilities, the bonus frost damage, the bonus shadow damage, the bonus fire, bonus nature, and bonus... Can't remember the other one, but the bonus damage ones, they proc a lot. So that actually amounts to a lot of bonus damage. And when you pick them, it then unlocks another one that when target takes blah 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 type damage, there is a chance of X effect happening. Arcane, that was what the other one was. But what you can do is like there will be a potential future ability that is when you deal nature damage to a target, there is a chance that you will inflict them with a dot dealing X damage indefinitely until the target dies. It will proc off of this little nature proc that I have now. Same thing with frost, same thing with all the other element types. So my previous run in 4, I had 4 different damage types and their proc effects. It was ridiculous. I did so much damage. Worth it. It probably contributed directly to how easy it was to walk through Layer 4. No to your terror. Let's see. And you'll physically see the lightning bolt. There it is, right there. Very high proc chance. It doesn't say it, but it actually is a very decent decently high chance of it actually proccing. The best one by far, though, is the arcane one for Destro, because it fires a bolt of arcane bonus damage every time you crit. Chaos Bolt always crits, and it counts that. Every Chaos Bolt gets bonus arcane damage stacked onto it. It is amazing. And then the arcane coupling ability is you have a chance on dealing arcane damage to an enemy to turn them into an inanimate object and instantly kill them. Only for non-elites. So the ground will literally be strewn with barrels, boxes, and little anvils. It's hilarious. And it's especially useful later on when you have swarms of ones that actually are reasonable threats. I believe the Shadow one and the Fire one are both dots that tick. The Nature one is just a direct damage. Arcane one is also a direct damage, and what was it? The Frost one is AoE damage. That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking. Kill the Marat. Continuously press forward. Oh, it looks like this is a slightly different floor that loops. Oh no, I'm right. This is an overlook. You can jump down here to skip all that if you really want to, but free loot. Why would you? And we got a chest right here, so here's the other option. It could have been when a creature dies affected with corruption, 5% chance to grant soul remnant. Again, I just don't want to use corruption, so I will take increased Voidwalker damage by 50%. And it looks like there is another ambusher right there. So I'm actually going to backtrack and clear through here for the chance of getting more anima powers. Because the more you get on the early floors, the higher chance you have of surviving the later floors if you struggle with them. I don't have Burning Rush or any movement speed, so I'm stuck with the slow slog of the unbuffed Warlock. Let's see. Dang it. Oh, there were two agents. That was unavoidable then. Excuse me, having a little bit of technical difficulty on something. Come on. Got that fixed. I don't use Demonic Circle for a whole lot, whereas the Healthstone I'd actually use, so we're gonna go with Void Edge Talisman for this one. I only use either Demonic Circle or Demonic Gateway to navigate traps on a heavily trapped area, or to jump certain platforms easily. Nothing that really requires either a movement speed boost after it or to be able to do it more often. It's wasted ability, not necessary. In my opinion. Pew. Pew. Let's see, when we get to this point, it should start getting close enough for that ambusher to start throwing his friends at us, or whatever constitutes what he's doing. that. We'll take on the binder here. Just in time for the Guardian, the 2 Javelineers. Thanks, Voidwalker. Voidwalker's incessant ability to make friends when he's chasing after Maw Rats is not to be underestimated. It is potentially really bad. That's why in later floors, you will just see me outright target Maw Rats first just to eliminate them. Because the Voidwalker will stupidly just chase after them. Blizzard literally exploiting the stupidity of their own AI. It's true. Let's see. I'm going to clear out these phylacteries and hope that I actually get close enough for the ambusher to come down. Because then I don't have to be as concerned, there it is, about it trying to send the swirls down on me while I'm working with the chest. There it is. That was weird. Now to eliminate the ambusher. Die! Apparently you drop down on this last little platform, but I'm going to go do the chest first, and I could run over and break that phylactery, but I can also just hit it with a spell. Rune-based ones. One changes 1, one changes 2, one changes 3, and one changes 4. This is the one that does all 4. This is the one that just does 1. Done. Marker Bard Power. This is one of the good ones. Chaos Bolt, 50% chance to refund both soul shards used for it. 15% chance each. You get 2 to 3 of those. Chaos Bolt Cannon achieved. What I need is the pairing ability where you get Phantasma per Chaos Bolt cast. I suspected it. I ain't gonna get it anytime too soon though. Get the Scouring Tithe on this Guardian. For 5 full shards. We have Guardian, Guardian, Binder, and another Guardian coming closer. Take care of that Mara, because that's annoying. Pew! There we go. Guardian Scout, Guardian Javelineer, and the last one is a Javelineer, so no worries of obnoxious fear abilities for the rest of this floor. Infernal and Trinket. And Chaos Bolt Cannon, go. Go, 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 go. No time to even cast Scouring Tithe, Conflict Ray, or Channel Demon Fire. Just all Chaos Bolt. All Chaos Bolt all the time. Chaos Bolt for days. Let's see. Again, the shadow damage inflicted to those who hit you. Not great. Fear instantly kills Maw Rats. That's okay. is neat. It's not necessary. You can two-shot them with Incinerate and Conflagrate. It's not necessary. And the second Tome of Taking that I would need, which now puts Scouring Tithe at 28-second cooldown, matching very close Havoc's 30. I won't need to take that ability again unless I have no choice but to take it. Up 5, one floor before the final boss of this Coldheart Inistita wing. Agent Binder. You see, and if you place Havoc first, the second or two window between being able to casting Havoc and being able to cast Scouring Tithe generally lines them up fairly well. No reason this early with a semi-bad pull to just kind of go ham. We're still pre-floor 10, so I can actually go a little crazier if I really felt like it. I mean, we're killing them as fast as we can get to, as the Infernals can get to them. Because the Infernals are just dealing that much damage with their AoE. That's the power of having all 5 out at the same time. You can only have 5 maximum. Any subsequent ones will just override a previous one that has a reduced duration than the one that comes out. So, like, for example, comes out, it says it has 30 seconds. But the ones from this come out... No. Reign of Chaos. That lasts 8 seconds. So if you have 5 Infernals that come down from the Anima ability along with your... If you get 4 charges of Dark Whisper Signet, which means when you cast Summon Infernal, you summon 5 Infernals, which is the max. They will be at 30-second intervals. All of the ones procced from Reign of Chaos will instantly disappear. They don't contribute until those 5 are under 8 seconds. Then, if any more come in those final 8 seconds, they will replace one by one the ones that have under 8 seconds. It gets even worse when you take Soul Platter and they last a full minute. So you can kind of break your own build in that way, but it's still so satisfying to see. Lightning Bolt. 2 magic. This, we have Ascendant Agent Binder. We'll kill the agent first. Ascendant can get his face off my face. And we have 2 small plundered animas. I refuse to take a corruption ability, which this is the sort of situation when I would pick Detonating Torch, because I have no real choice otherwise. Orb of Replenishment's okay, but it's not needed until way later, so I will take Realm Lord's Insignia to reduce the cooldown of Summon Infernal, which is already off cooldown. Ascended Scout, Guardian, Maw-Rat. I'm just going to Chaos Bolt the Maw-Rat. It'll just die instantly. Precisely. Game over for that Maw-Rat. Game over, man! I suspect that Ascendant has a anima orb on it. I'm incorrect. Okay, so the swirling around them is just their abilities, not their, not that. Javelineer ascended. Tackle the Javelineer first. Hello and welcome. Welcome more people to the Twitch chat. Let's see, Ascended dies. I'm going to take this route, the elongated route, around to check for free stuff. Always check behind pillars and in little nooks and crannies, because you'll be surprised the amount of times that there's like just a lost soul or just a floating animal orb, or in this case a Kyrian, just sitting there hiding, waiting for someone. Oh look, and a rare. Yes, I will help you. That's a guaranteed on this floor. Agent over Javelineer, Scouring Tithe them both, Conflagrate, double Chaos Bolt. Pew. Pew. It dies. Dump all 5 shards so that I get all 5 shards back. Now we'll go after this Ghastly Charger. Chaos Bolt into Infernal Trinket, Rain of Fire, just to dump all those extra shards in. Scouring Tithe, because why not? And it's dead. Let's see, what do we get? Spectral Bridle, which allows you to turn to the horse and travel faster. It's okay. 9% crit strike, which more or less predominantly helps Chaos Bolt. Or heal 2% of max health every second while running. This one is good to pair if you actually have Burning Rush. I'm going to be healing off of spellcasting, not moving. The only reason this would actually be good is if we get the wing later that deals fire damage increasing with every floor. So I'm actually going to take the 9% crit. And then we can open up this phylactery and get the animal orb that's hiding inside of it as well. Enemies within 40 yards that are... Oh, every enemy within 30 yards that is afflicted. I would just put enemies within 40 yards that are afflicted. Grant 5% haste. Or intellect increased by 30%, but you may no longer jump. This one is totally worth it. There's really nothing that requires you to jump, especially as a warlock, because you can always demonic gateway your way up something if you have to. And you know, I now have 60% bonus intellect, which is going to more than cover the 10% damage reduction that we took early on. Yeah, things are getting chunked now. 35 bonus from the spirits. Scout and Ascended. Scouring Tithe. Chaos Bolt, Conflagrate, Chaos Bolt. Or you die and Chaos Bolt, Chaos Bolt. And the Agent, double Chaos Bolt again. Get rid of him as quickly as possible, so no fears. Gone. Agent then Binder. Farther along it'll be Javelineer Ascended Guardian. Yeah. After that it'll be Javelineer Scout. They should both die. Yep. Double incinerate into conflicate for that. Ascended, Guardian, Automaton. Let's see if I can peel the Automaton first. Yes, so we'll take the Elite alone. I don't understand why the packs aren't linked together like they normally are, but I'm going to take full advantage of it until Blizzard changes it, if they choose to change it. Who knows? Everything might be working as intended. Gone, and I'll take out the Ascended first because of its silly little jump ability, which doesn't really amount to much, but might as well focus on one particular thing to remove from play. Even on higher floors, I haven't seen that jump really do any sizable damage. It's just more of a surprise of, oh, it's in your face now. Interesting. If I so desired, I could rocket jump from here. Presumably, I could jump and actually skip a section. Oh wait, that'd be backtracking. Never mind. It was a trick. Luckily, I thought about it first. Double Javelineer, so there's really no matter of who you kill first. They're both going to be equally annoying. Rooted. Ascended and Agent. Agent must die. Agent shall die! No, Mystic Alien, I expect you to die! And take out Marat with a simple wombo combo. Ascended, Guardian. Take out double Ascended first, just because of the jump. Here comes the jump. There it is. Now there's actually a method and objective behind the Havoc to Scouring Tide, double Rain of Fire, dumping all of your shards strategy. It presumes that you're using Infernal more often than I am currently. It's still the first wing, so there's really no point. I don't need another Tome of Taking, so I'll take the 25% boost to File of Light, which now will heal 45% total health and cure bleeds, etc. Binder Guardian or Binder Guardian. Take out the double Guardian, and actually I'll probably kill these and then cycle around the other way. All dead. And that Maw right there gets a Chaos Bolt. Pew! Dead. Maw rats, the regular sized ones, don't actually drop any Phantasma or any loot, so you don't have to feel obligated to run over and try to loot them. The overgrown Maw rats, however, do. But you only see those in a handful of areas. I think Motrigar and the whatever the fire one is, that I can't remember the name of at this particular moment. We got an agent at the end, so that'll be a bit of a nuisance. Binder, 36% Ascended and Scout. Chaos Bolt to kill him and get 5 shards. Just in time for this agent. The predominant thing behind the counter-fearing them off their terror is if they fear off the Voidwalker, they lose aggro to it temporarily, sometimes. Ah, irresistible cheese. Mallrats within 15 yards are immune to fear, will no longer flee at low health. The issue with this one is the within 15 yards thing. If you're two-shotting them at range like I am, they'll still run, which makes this kind of worthless. It's great for melee, probably. Again, I won't take corruption-related abilities, so Orb of Replenishment now. 25% health, you get 1 orb every single time you engage an elite, and 3 for every wing boss, which, floor 6 wing boss. Elder Long Branch. Get that Voidwalker to max health for now. Voidwalker with 63.9 thousand health. Let that sell off all the stuff. Get it cheap. I have 1,300 Phantasma, so there really isn't any harm in taking as much as I want. Glutton's Guys. This is the other Chaos Bolt power that is amazing. 5 Phantasma, every Chaos Bolt that fires off. So with the Chaos Bolt cannon that I am, there's no reason not to take this and be able to afford as many powers as I want from here on. I want the Pack of Thickness. That will increase his health again as soon as it registers. 85,000 now. I will take Dark Whisper Signet, which means I will now have 4 Infernals off the bat. I have 256. This is 265, my bad. This is 250 between the two. Choking Chains Summon Demon is instant. In the event the Voidwalker actually does die, you can instantly summon a new one. Usually if the Voidwalker dies, it's an effect that you're probably not going to survive anyway. So I wouldn't waste Phantasma to buy this, but if it comes in an Anima Orb, feel free to take it. I'll increase his damage instead, because if he's doing more damage, he'll hold more threat, and therefore will do better in the long run. And then I'll increase critical damage and healing, which means just 6% more Chaos Bolt damage directly. Don't really need any of the other things. I will open up my Cloth Enchant Bag from Dean Kyrian and drop my 3 orbs. Plundered one. Again, corruption ability. Crown of Obstinance is decent. Enemies within 15 yards have casting speed reduced by 30%. Curse of Tongues is now obsolete. Golden Idol, able to see enemies carrying plundered anima. This doesn't matter because I plan on killing everything anyway, regardless of whether it has plundered anima or not. However, attacks have a chance to put a shadow dot on something. That's amazing. That coupled with the nature one. Amazing. This is not good. Looting Phantasma. So the bonus ones from like Chaos Bolt don't count. Gives you a shield for 65 per Phantasma. It's not that great. I have demons. That's why I took Demon Skin, is so I already have an Absorb shield. Whereas Bottled Enigma means that specific targeted abilities now, they have to be within the range of this ring to be able to hit me with. Which is pretty good. So we have 6 lives on the first boss, Cold Heart Interstita, Elder Longbranch. Open up with Incinerate into Infernal, into Cataclysm, into a Rain of Fire, follow it up with Channel Demon Fire, Scouring Tithe, another, just a second Rain of Fire, and now we go into Chaos Bolt spam. it makes sense. I'm getting more shards than I'm capable of actually spending, but this is also I'm getting 10 Phantasma every single Chaos Bolt because I'm getting the 5 times 2 from the ability I got early on. He went down like a sack of rocks because early floor or early initial layer of Twisting Corridor. It's super easy, and we're gonna get this Anima Amalgamation. Well, we can get Soul Platter, which is potentially gonna tank this, but there's a trick around that. Every time you get Soul Remnants Blessings, pet damage increased by 200% for 15 seconds. I just don't like the 15 seconds on that. When Scouring Tithe generates Soul Shards, 100% increased movement and crit strike chance for 10 seconds. Again, I'd rather take this. Summon Infernal now lasts a minute. So those 4 Infernals I summon now last for an entire minute. And can do double damage. But floor 7, new layer. We are getting the fire layer. 1% max health inflicted as fire damage every 5 seconds. Lovely. Luckily, I heal potentially 15% max health every spell cast. This is still going to be relatively a cakewalk. Because I got Soul Platter so early, I'm actually going to now hold off using Infernal, because it has a high chance of consuming all of these soul remnants, and you also have the chance to create the armaments. Never create the armaments. It's a trap. This floor actually is a potential problem because I can't jump. There we go. Rocket jump. Countered. There is an anima thing there. Uh-oh. 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 And I can't jump to get out of the water, so unless it's low enough, there we go. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. That was potentially bad. That's okay. What I plan to do is... This is one of those times when I actually need circle and teleport. So I can gateway over to here, negating all of this, and then I can use the circle to jump back. Especially to get this, which completely worthless because Demonic Circle reduces damage taken, or I'd rather take the Life Drain because it is more likely that I will cast Life Drain than that I will cast a teleport circle in combat. I am out of range of that circle. So I will go this way to here. And now I'm in range. Here. And we'll go there. Excellent. I'm actually going to boost up the Voidwalker's health percentage a little bit. Take out the Sweet Seeker. This is one of the layers that has traps, and quite a few of them actually. It's pretty obnoxious with the number of traps. Go. Nothing of value there, nothing of value there. At least this floor is short. Flame Forge Enforcer. Ah, good, and I got the Lord of Torment out of it. I was gonna try my trick of pulling the back one, but he ended up pulling with the non-elite in front of him, so that's just as acceptable. traps easily do way more damage than the mobs. So dodging, checking your footwork, and dodging the ground particles is leaps and bounds more vital than anything relative to damage. Hellfire Pack because I'm not taking Effigy. We'll pull the other Lord of Torment for now. We ended up getting the Enforcer, but that's okay because he's over by the Voidwalker and not on me. Voidwalker is more or less immune to most of those simple cone AoE attacks. That one's gone, that one's gone. Go. Actually, it looks like the nature one is an AoE. Interesting. Steward cheers you on increasing movement speed. Movement speed's not doesn't really matter too much. So 45 and 25 is 670. 70. Grab these two soul remnants and move onward out of this trapped area. Rat dead. For Flameforge Master is going to do meteors on the ground that have to be dodged. Fairly straightforward, but they do a lot of damage. See, gotta dodge all those circles. Luckily, he is heavily locked onto the Voidwalker specifically, and his pyro ability just isn't doing the requisite damage. Voidwalker hide be too thick. Torghast dead. What do we get? Bottled Shadow, which is meh. That is meh. So I will now get 20 per Chaos Bolt. 20 Phantasma. Here's where the floors are going to start to get complicated, because they're going to be very maze-like. Later floors that Fanning the Flames arc can do a lot of damage to you, so try to stay out of it, just out of habit. Oh good, this was actually sealed. meaning there's only one route to proceed. There we go. Hitting the wrong button. Hitting Shadow Fury when I wanted Cataclysm. Didn't get to go off. Here. Out of that, get out of that. Free rate of fire, Chaos Bolt, denied. Ah, we have a key chest. Grab this key here. And we're gonna think. So if the chest is here in the middle. Did I get a Ravenous? I did not. The chest is here in the middle. And I'm gonna be going here very quickly soon anyway. Then I'll want to backtrack and go the other way, which will loop around and come to one of these other entrances for this area. The exit's probably right there. It's a nice floor that allows you to either do it quickly or do it slowly. Oh yeah, Helen, definitely going smoothly. Taking it nice and slow. I should double back and grab that key that I forgot to pick up, because there's the second key here. Or I did pick up the key and I'm just crazy. This is also a likely outcome. Yeah, I enjoy twisting corridors even more than the regular Torghast, because you really get a feel for what powers work with what, because you just end up getting so many that you actually get to try and see what builds are actually effective and what single powers are useful to your class. I'm gonna see about grabbing all these little ones. Put on the side first. Tower Sentinel has an awful haste and attack speed reduction aura on it, so killing those really quickly, very important. Apologies for that. Guess my body is trying to tell me, hey, you want sleep, and I'm going, no, sleep's for the weak. And then my body's like, you are weak, and I'm like, no. Yeah, this is going to loop around and plug in right here, and the exit will be right there. Go. Oh, that's cute. This guy thinks he's a Lord of Locks. Just get out of the way. I'm going to take the Blotted Fodder because I don't care about Rain of Fire and its crit chance. Before I go in there, I want to check and see if it loops up with that. It does, so I don't have to backtrack. I know, what is this madness? I have Kurog actually has a use. Take 3% haste. Speaking of Lord of Locks, second time we'll be using this. Carries you right over the traps unscathed. That and wait for laser fire and then go through. Oh, I just passed the third key here. I'll have to go back and get it after this guy's dead. Makes sense it'd be in the trapped room. I didn't even look at that side of the room. Le Pew. Dodge. Acquire key. Le Pew. Rush through. Ah, did you hear that whisper of "you are hunted"? That means there's a rare somewhere nearby. I don't want skewers, so I'm going to take the 9% leech. This is one of those cases. Nice try. I can full heal so many times in a row, it's not even funny. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, can't jump. Oh my gosh. No, but they increase healing of anything after the fact. It's just that the vials are doing 70% of my total health and healing right now because they're boosted. I mean, I could get them to 100%, but why? That's overkill. Especially when I then have the regular orbs that fall off from another, plus I have Mortal Coil, plus I have Drain Life if I absolutely had to. I mean, it's not the point. Let's see, I don't want this because it affects me. That also affects me, so I will take 9% crit again. Blockade door. Another trap, no mobs to kill. Ashen urns to break. The dodge. Just shy of 2,500 Phantasma going into the next purchase floor. Nice. Back and take care of Empowered Flameforge Enforcer. No, Flameforge boy. Feed the flames on your own time. It's my time now to kill you. Ah, here's the one I was talking about earlier. Dealing nature damage has a chance to inflict your target with Storm Cycle, dealing 2869 damage every second indefinitely. And because I have this ability, your attacks have a high chance to fire a bolt of lightning dealing blah 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 nature damage. It stacks. This is a great combo. Ah, floor 9. There might be traps here. Nope, it's a really small floor. Just standard vendor. And free soul cages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 44% increase. Shadow damage equal on when you take damage. This is actually a terrible choice. I don't want Tome of Taking again, because that'll reduce Scouring Tide's cooldown too much, and Chaotic Effigy is just useless. So I will take the inflict shadow damage equal to 40%, blah blah blah. As much as I don't like it. What do we got? Looks like a Revenant of some sort boss. I can't remember the name. We're going to take the Requisitioned Animacell. We're going to take both the Plundereds. That's 305 that we've spent. Check on this. Mark of Borrowed Power instantly for 30% chance to refund soul shards on Chaos Bolt. Not taking that. Not taking that. Well, I might take that, but no, no. Maybe if necessary, Health Funnel will reduce pet damage taken by 35% for 10 seconds. It's useful if necessary, but I would rather boost its health first. I think I have more than enough anima that I can actually get everything that is useful. So I'll take the free Chaos Bolt damage with the crit. I will take the reduced cooldown on Summon Infernal. I'll take the Ravenous Cell. We'll take the Bloodstained Dagger, which will allow damage taken debuff on a damage taken buff on the Voidwalker when I do my channel. And in the event that I do Curse of Tongues, 5% free haste. Yep. Of course. Why on earth wouldn't Murphy's Law dictate that everything goes to pot the minute you actually catch me for once? Let's see. I'll take 10 more % on my intellect. Ooh, now this is interesting. Roaring Blaze can be useful, but it's just not that great of a talent in this content. If it buffed Chaos Bolt, maybe. I'd rather take the increased health to myself and my Voidwalker. And there it is. Demon spells are now instant cast, or I can get more crit damage and healing. I'm actually going to take the crit damage and healing because I can summon it in a half second if needs be. Let's just full heal the Voidwalker and see what we're working on. I do not, but by and large, it really kind of just doesn't matter to me with the Ravenous Cell. It's a low chance that I ever actually buy it anyway, since the abilities are more hit or miss most of the time. 104.9k Voidwalker. I need the epic ability that doubles all of its health. That is what I need. I think... Don't I want like the Flameforged Master or the Fire Caller, because then it makes my fire damage taken reduced? I believe that's the one that I need. Correct Twitch chat on twitch.tv. Hint, hint, YouTube. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it on here. I'm pretty sure that it'll be a fire damage taken reduced. Ha! And he already had an anima cell on him, so I get double. And just blow that one up. Digested anima absorbs all nearby heat, reducing fire damage taken by 65%. Perfect. And the other one, Orb of Replenishment now heals for 50%. Let's see, we'll grab these two. Wombo Combo Blast. Boom. So much damage. Can't force the willing. Oh my. This is where I respond with, "Hey, what did my horse ever do to you?" I'm sensing something along the lines of dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Ooh, just tucked away hidden anima horde. Don't want this. Ugh, that's an awful choice. My predominant damage type is fire, so cutting it by a quarter to increase crit strike chance is not worth it. And as much as I would love the haste, the stamina lost isn't worth it either. So I have no choice but to take the increased radius of Rain of Fire, because that was a lot of awful choices. And now we backtrack, because randomized door blockers to funnel people in a particular direction. Yay! Fantastic. I need all the attack damage buffs I can get from little baby warriors. No debate here. More health is more health is more health. Voidwalker 114.8k max HP. And 59 on that. Those for Phantasma. This is going to be amusing. I'm going to take the whole room because I have Mahrets that explode. Everything dies in a single triumphant cataclysm. Kaboosh! Like firework rockets launched from a crossbow. That, break that, block door there, nothing in the nooks and crannies. This is a terrible English muffin. There's supposed to be butter in every nook and cranny of the English muffin. Lord of Torment, because he's going to try and come up behind me if I try to go around the other way. Oh no, not a wave of suffering. Phylactery. Oh, there are phylacteries behind here. See, every nook and cranny has a little something that will help you, especially in twisting corridors. Free Phantasma off of Chaos Bolting Amaret? Yes. Phylacteries. Can't run backwards, so I keep forgetting. Okay, so I'm going to go in reverse order this time to cut down on... And I'm glad I did! Max health! $231k health Void Walker. Alright. And these guys. Anima. Infernal is already at a 2-minute CD, give or take. And my haste is 26%. I will take the 3. Get that closer to a nice round 30%. Ashen Phylacteries. More Ashen Phylacteries, and the last one on this floor. Excellent. Now proceed to it here. Onward and upward. Yes, you go down the stairs, and I will stay up here on the stairs. Chaos Bolt Cannon! Put that under 2 minutes. Or killing Amara reduces cooldown of Shadow Fury by 20 seconds. I think I'm going to do that. Because having that ridiculous stun, especially if I can couple it with the one that doubles the duration of the actual stun, that will be extremely useful in the next 2 floors and onward. That's a fire trap there. That is an excessive amount of fire trap. Oh, this is the dual corridor model floor that is just 2 long series of traps. There'll be blades. Well, now I'm decided I am now under 2-minute Infernal baseline. I more or less should be able to have Infernal out constantly if I was using it, but I don't want to use it because it'll consume very quickly my huge int boost. Blade, fire, 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 blade, fire, 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 blade. I wonder if they were going for sheer intimidation factor on those traps rather than actually being a threat. Not necessarily be a bad idea for that. Versatility over a corruption-related ability. Roaring Blaze talent again. I don't want that, so I don't have much of a choice but to take the Roaring Blaze talent. This affects all 4. And now we're 1, 2, 3. I don't want that one, so here's 18% more crit damage and crit healing. Let's just see, how much damage does Chaos Bolt do? Almost 30,000 damage per bolt. That's pretty good. 30,000 damage a bolt. Grab these 2 Soul Remnants. Peek in there to make sure that there isn't anything that I missed by going around, which I think really just constitute the Maw Rat, which is more or less just a free Chaos Bolt chance. Yay! Free Phantasma. Free Phantasma from the Chaos Bolt. And Blade. Fire, 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 blade, fire, 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 blade. That's really what the entire room boils down to. Free Soul Remnant, 63. Ooh, and a rare elite. That into there. Echoing Smash, no. I knew it had a fear ability. I knew it. Smash through brick wall. The ED dead. Hey! Immune to stun effects. Doubles my armor. Or 9% haste. I'm gonna go with the haste because I just don't get hit often enough for my armor to matter. And if I do get hit, it's usually a magic ability which ignores armor anyway. And that's nothing. WoW is going amazing. We are in Torghast, the Tower of the Damned, on floor 11 of Twisting Corridors Layer 5. So, Gauntlet Edition. 18 layers total, or floors total on this layer. That. Stop casting your heal. Stupid butt face. That's it. You're getting Curse of Tongues. That's gonna give me more haste. Conflagrate into Immolate into Empowered Channel Demon Fire. Another Scouring Tithe. Chaos Bolt Cataclysm. Stop healing. What a jerk. I feel like it makes sense that it would be. That it would take place in Torghast. Because what other main feature of the Maw is there? We haven't seen any hold or giant floating castle except for Torghast. It's the only thing that makes sense. Just like the only thing that makes sense out of these three choices is to take the Shadow Fury cooldown to now 40 seconds, which means killing a Maw Rat is 2/3 of its cooldown gone. Floor 12, second boss. Second boss room. Do we have traps in here? Does not appear to be the case. There might be a trap right here. Nope. Sometimes there's a pillar slotted in there. It's a boss floor, so there's no remnant souls to collect. Don't have any speed boost still. And 2,321 Phantasma wherewith to buy abilities in anticipation for Arc Suppressor Legius. I have not fought this guy before. Sometimes there's like a swinging blade at the very beginning. Usually not. I think it might be that I'm mixing up the boss rooms with the regular buy rooms, but who knows. Standard orb. Definitely getting the bonus health. Oh my gosh, 45% chance now to refund shards. Enemies grant you 10% haste now. Still not taking that. Still not taking that. Point of Spite. Free crit. And Ravenous Anima Cell. Nope. Nope. No. Don't need any of those. Come over here. Pop both of these. What do we got? 15% haste. Now there's no reason for me not to cast Curse of Tongues, even on a target that doesn't cast. If it's within 40 yards, that's 15% free haste. And the world's ruined. I now summon 5 Infernals. Three of them just consumed Soul Remnant Blessing, meaning they're going to do double damage. Ah, it's a poop boss. I see. Catapult Cannon. Activate. Target locked. Luckily, me and the Brute Squad, we're just so much stronger than that. Me and the boys, burning the world down, one boss at a time. Let's see. Certain anima cells offer a distance of choice. I don't use Gateway enough for it to be worth every 3 seconds. And Soul Remnant Blessings, it's just, you can't gauge when you're going to get a Soul Remnant Blessing to need pet damage tripled. So certain anima cells will offer additional choices. On to floor 13. Oh my gosh, holy number of viewers, hello. Let's see, we are... While not in combat, Moss-Sworn Shadeseeker with 5% increased health will periodically hunt you down. This means that we are in the other basic... What? Oh yeah. I mean, it depends really on what the other options are in comparison to that and where you are in it. Get out of the explosions. But that is still a very strong choice. Especially if you have, as I do, at least 1/3 of the run left to go. Still good to go a little crazy, because I have at least another 2 floors before it actually starts to get really hard. Or at least, you know, as of floor 13 was hard. Floor 14 then was a ridiculous cakewalk, and I was confused. So, we'll see. Hey, now I see. Thanks, Bubba, for the raid. That. We got a spectral chest up ahead. Take the key. Law rats. No reason not to be using Shadow Fury now if this entire wing will have lots of Maw rats in it, which means I can capitalize on that cooldown reduction by killing them. I don't care about that, so I'll take 3 versatility. Free stats. Did I not click on the key? That's okay, I have to backtrack here anyway. And Shadow Fury off cooldown. Ha 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 ha. Plus 1% intelligence. Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no. 2 stacks of it. Your attacks have a chance to curse your target, dealing 68,000 shadow damage over 8 seconds. That's slightly painful. That's a lot of damage. And oh my gosh. Oh, that's why I didn't see it. Key was hiding behind the trash. That'll do it. Maw-rat. Actually, I'm not even going to attack the Maw-rats just yet. I'm just going to pull them along with me into the next pack. So that I can do this. Shadow Fury to Cataclysm. Ha! It would, because funny number. Anima Cell. Orb of Replenishment now heals 75% of max health. So many healing abilities. So many healing abilities. And boom. There we go. No elite still. Huh, interesting. So I'll take that in addition to this. Channel D, fire them all, rain of fire, cycle around behind them. Scouring Tithe on you, Cataclysm with everything, dodge out of the swirly, and you die, and you die. There's the chest, which means the next key should be like right in this room somewhere. I have not. I should put it on the skeletons, right? Boom. Got it. Skeleton will serve as your ward, assisting you in combat. Okay, sure. That's not the one that I thought it was, because there's one that when you kill the skeletons, it gives you a huge boost of Phantasma, but I think I have more than enough at this moment anyway. I don't need an excessive amount more. Shadow Fury, Cataclysm, Rain of Fire. Loots. About face, and there's the key, and there's the end person. I'll come back for you, Ritualist. The little skeleton servant. Let's see. I already have Demon Skin, and I don't really want to take any of the ones in that row. I have never taken this ability, and I just don't see it as being useful. There's probably like an achievement or something tied to it, but I'm just gonna take the free Chaos Bolt damage, also known as critical strike rating. Oh yeah, it is a good one. Let's see, Cataclysm, Shadow Fury. Channel Demon Fire, Scouting Tide, Catacomb Flag, Incinerate, Triple, Refresh Immolate, Refresh Cataclysm, Chaos Bolt, Wash, Rinse, Repeat, give me my free haste, because I always forget about curses because they're just so niche to not be useful. Scouting Tide, Catacomb Flag, double Chaos Bolt into Cataclysm, Chaos Bolt into Channel Demon Fire, and dead. There's where what we're looking for. Shadow Fury stun now doubled. It is now in a 6-second stun. I've had it up to at least 15 seconds. It's ridiculous. Traps. Just boost his health up just a little bit. Let's see, never taking this one, so more crit strike damage, or more critical hit damage, meaning more Chaos Bolt damage. Treasure Goblin! Is what this effectively is. Let's just double that stun duration a second time. It should be what? Oh, I have stuff on me. I can't look. Um, 9 seconds. Gateway to jump over the trap. Come on. %, crit, 54% haste, 46% mastery, 21% verse, 30-14 intellect because of all the extra boosts. It's nuts. It's pretty ridiculous. Triple rat kill. I'm just gonna rain of fire that. Oh no! It's an anima cell sitting out in the open with nothing guarding it. Oh, what do you think about the situation, Admiral Akbar? It's a trap. Anakin, first move, spring the trap. What? There's so... Okay. The game's just being stupid now, because that totally should have been a trap. There should have been an invisible guy there ready to try and eat my face. But no. Whatever, I'll take it. Tower Sentinel, come back. Thanks for the follow. Billy Bob Joe 1247-6. Die, Tower Sentinel. Give me my haste back. Yay. Much better. Everything is back to the way it ought to be. Fingers flying with fire. I do have an alert for raids. It just didn't go off for whatever reason. Yeah. I don't know. It went off the last time I got raided a week or so ago. I don't know. I'll have to double check it. Okay, so if this is the exit, then I want to backtrack and do this little corridor that'll have some nice stuff. But I'm going to grab these here now. Sure, I'll just randomly pull you because of auras and so forth. Don't you hate it when you go to cast Channel Demon Fire right as your Immolate dot comes off the target, thus preventing you from casting Channel Demon Fire? It's so annoying. Oh my gosh, the chonkiness of the health is starting to... You see, they're starting to actually damage the Voidwalker. Oh my gosh. No. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes. Now it's 105,000 dot shadow damage dot. Yikes. Curse of Doom the way it ought to be. Oh, I was gonna drop one of these back here. That way I can skip and wherever as soon as that is now active. Drop gateway as far as I can this way. That way I can hit the gateway and then hit that to teleport up to that area. Yes, precisely. Oh. I wasn't fighting things long enough. It summoned a thing saying, "Hey, you need to fight stuff." Go, Anima Cell. These are both terrible choices. Well, cooldown of Demonic Circle Teleport is better than the other options, but I'll still take Detonating Torch over it. Those. Triple Marat. Yeah. Yep. Sell. Scouring Tide's periodic damage increased by 75%. That was the only really acceptable choice there. Now it does 45-43 over 18. And... oh, no. 45-70 over 18 now. And 1906 initially. Well, that was that whole floor. I think the next one is the last purchase floor before... the second to last purchase floor. Should have put the circle up here where I would have been able to just boop. Yeah, Torghast buffs make you feel so overpowered. Oh no! Shadestalker! I mean, haha, okay, bye. Nice try, you fool! Ah, blade. Blade, I see it. That's a trap. Voidwalker, 134k HP. It needs to be higher. Way higher. See, that's the kind of trap that I'm usually looking for when I'm on the floors with the vendors, because I've been hit by those stupid things so often that it's not even funny. Final boss will be the Phantom, whatever that one happens to be. Anima Horde, don't want. Demon Skin, I still don't care. I guess. Vial of Light now restores 75% additional health, meaning it now heals 95% total health. I will take that. I will take that. I will take that. I will take that because I can afford it. I will take both Obscuring Essences because I can. I'll take the 6% crit damage and healing. I will take instant pet summons because might as well. 50% more Voidwalker health, yes, and 10 more Phantasma per Chaos Bolt. And because I can afford it, might as well boost the damage of that. Boom, boom, boom. Loot that, drink that. Plundered Anima. 6% more crit damage and healing. Inferno talent. Now I have a reason to cast Rain of Fire because it will generate soul shards on critical hit, which I just boosted that critical hit strike chance by 25%, plus my already existing 42%. Max health 45% more. $204,000 health on the Voidwalker, as it should be. Floor 16. Now things are hard. Gotta slow down. Gotta be careful. Gotta pull smart. Gotta make sure to heal the Voidwalker before engaging anything, because, yeah. These. That bomb rat right there. That's That's kind of what things wanted to do. I mean, luckily they aren't elites. Elites, that would be a completely different story. So, all that. Break those. Poke the orb. More crit strike. I have 60% increased critical damage. That's ridiculous. Plus 71% intellect. Nope, no deafening howl for you. You die. You die while stunned. Death. Death. Scouting Tithe. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Good flag. Chaos Bolt. So many Chaos Bolts. Cripple. No. So, funny thing. These Skeletal Cauldrons qualify as a trap as far as Torghast is concerned, categorizing them. I had a trader floor, like the floor 15, that had 3 of these in there spawning the skeletons. I had 3 stacks of every time I cast Chaos Bolt, I gained Phantasma. I could have, should I desired to, sat there and just Chaos Bolted the skeletons over and over to infinitely farm Phantasma. That seems like a major flaw in their design. Of course, there was no reason to, because it was a normal Torghast run, not a Twisting Corridor, and I was already able to afford everything the vendor had to sell, and then some. It literally would have just been for the flex. It's like, even this guy doesn't count as Phantasma to loot, but Chaos Bolt just gave me 30. So broken. So wondrously broken. And Lumber Creation dead. 72% intellect. Break these for more Phantasma. Incinerate to Conflagrate and Chaos Bolt for you. Their health is so high. Oh, somebody got a mount. I have to... Somebody in the guild got a mount. Must congratulate. Because mounts. That could have been bad if more than a few of them hurt me. No. No, it is not. I am pretty sure Anne would have already had that particular mount. It's one of those situations where you're like, just take the compliment! They're more excited about the title. Eh. It doesn't matter. I already have all of the currently available mount achievements, so total mounts don't bother me that much. Like, honestly, my mount collection goal was to get the Fellfire Hawk that I now have, because that mount is just absolutely amazing. And so since I achieved it, and now I'm satisfied. As you can see, I'm now working on reputations. Maybe because there's a mount. But I actually panned it out. Yep. But if it's invincible, how can you see it? Yes, the Maw mount, one of the two, is the one I'm working toward in Twisting Corridors. Successfully beating layer 8 gives you one of the mounts. Which you probably well know. That, grab that, free versatility. Sell. No. 9 versatility or more crit strike chance for more shards. I think I'm good on shards, especially once I drop Infernal. It's every even, so on 6 I will get a title. Yeah. Layer 2 is a I want to say it's a pet. Yeah. 2 is a pet, 4 is a toy, 6 is a title, 8 is a mount. Hello, and thank you for the follow, Gamerized. Good. Good. I have Steward Vials. They heal 95% of my health each. He has raided me in the past. I do not believe he has hosted. Yes, he has raided me before. Not today, but like maybe a week or so ago? Give or take? I believe it was Bubba that raided me today. Yes, that is right. No, not Chaos Locked! Ah! There we go. Ooh. Effects 2? Effects... Oh no, that's 3 and 2. That one's probably 1. So I want Voidwalker to get out of my way. And we want this one. Until that chain goes away. 3. There we go. We want this one. Then this one. Then this one. Plundered Anima Cell. It's a little late game for that. That's just not that great unless you get it at the exact right moment. So I guess I will take the secret spices because the bonus health, if I encounter any more Maw Rats, will be more beneficial than more Phantasma. That was a dead end, I believe. Yes, it was a dead end. There was an orb, it went up the stairs, and it was a dead end. Meaning this is the route to go. And look at that, Maw Rat right off the bat. Excellent. 2% max health, please. there. Up, up, up the stairs we go. And then it's into the tunnel. Chaos Bolt. And Chaos Bolt. Secret tunnel through the mountains, carved by love. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think that kid's the Avatar. That was a good episode. I liked that episode of that Last Airbender. Oh my gosh, this is a chunky, super chunky boy. Look at that. OP Chaos Bolts are barely doing 3% of its total health. Yikes. Let's make spells just a little faster. Stack a couple of Destro dots on it. Yes. 30 con. 30 constitution. And oh no. Oh no. Do I make Shadow Fury 12 second stun? Or do I add 40k damage to the Shadow dot? I feel like the damage is probably what's going to be needed over 3 extra seconds of stun. Yeah, going with damage. Raw destructive power. Yeah. Let's just gaze at awe at that. Your attacks have a chance to curse your target, dealing 161,000 shadow damage over 8 seconds. Divided by 8, that's 20,000 damage a second. That's gonna hurt. And 221,000 health, Voidwalker. To stand in the way, I go, With 1 floor left to go before the final boss. So, things could still change and get even more ridiculous. Oh, hello. Don't want you. Don't want you. No, no. No, thank you. Free Phantasma off of you. Thank you for the 60 Phantasma. Okay, this floor last, eh? I'll grab these ones, and the Maw Rat, and Shadow Fury them as they get close. Then, boom. Maw Rat's dead. Less than 20 seconds left on Shadow Fury cooldown. go. And start the chain of reactions. Where everything just dies. Excellent. This lever should pull this gate down. Revealing all these wonderful phylacteries. Yay. I think so. I'm not 100% sure exactly which floor it is. Or which wing it is. Should I test the trick and see if I can pull the Tower Sentinel without the Death Speaker? See, it's only Coldheart Interstita that you can do that. I don't understand why. Yeah, but the problem is Warlock CC is lacking in the hold you in place department. I have no idea what song that is then. Ooh. That Death Speaker wave of suffering. It hurts. That's gonna hurt. Poke the orb. This is the point where things are gonna be rough. Let's take that orb now. Ability. I already have Demon Skin. When you attack a new creature, heal for 22,000. And, yep, 10 more intellect, more damage. See, my CC is I put them in the ground before they can do their abilities. Nice. And come flag him for the end. Move off the explosions. Come back to that. These are awful choices, so Rain of Fire gets its radius increased by another 20%. Oh look! Everyone's favorite elite! The Rune-Carved Colossus! So many Chaos Bolts. I'm just going to draw people's attention to this right here. When I left the last purchase floor, I was like 1,200 or so. Starting the second floor since then, I am at almost 4,000 Phantasma. Yikes. The stacking boost from Chaos Bolt is dumb. Just 15, that's 30 each. There is a rare elite in here somewhere. Thanks, Voidwalker. Just go ahead and pull the whole room for me, why don't you? And then proceed to tank nothing. That could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better too, though, but, you know. Break all of these first. Rat's on the inside of that, so I can't get it just yet. And I'll grab this guy and then deal with those levers. Go. I want the rare first. Coil to restore the health that just leached from me. I'll give it 2 or 3 more of those and then take the orb as my counter to that. Probably. The passive healing! The ridiculous passive healing! Okay. Run over this orb. Or it just won't work. That's fun. Use that instead. Why am I walking like a geriatric man, old man? Ow. Dumb. Let's see. Oh no. No. Oh no. 45% max health or restore the 10% damage loss from the lure that we took at the very beginning. 10% damage, 45% max health. I'm leaning towards the health, to be honest, because chunky Voidwalkers are chunky and are very handy in a pinch. And I feel like I do sufficient damage as is. I don't know. More damage doesn't help if I can't take any hits. I think I'm gonna go with the health. Going with the health, yeah. $290K on Voidwalker. Now we'll take the other side, which has this irritating Tower Sentinel that's been a thorn in my side since I started this floor. Thank you for that. I almost forgot. I believe, yeah, there's stuff in the next room. I do always forget those, so thank you seriously for reminding me. The question, though, is who to use it on. I think I want the Soul Weaver here. Boop. Let's peel off some of these skeletal remnants and that Marat. Oh. What is with the Voidwalker and having a aggro radius that's like 3 times his size now, but the Voidwalker is literally the ultimate hunter. It pulls things and then misdirects them all to you. It is the ultimate hunter in all of the worst ways. Anima. Skeletons in the Jailer's Tower drop 10 times as much Phantasma. That's the one. And I'll take free Anima Cell out of this jar. Where? Why? How? Where's the hidden ability that your aggro radius is magnified by like 20%? Scouring Tithe is now increased by 150% damage. Yes, every Alliance Hunter and Rogue ever. Let's fly through this lever puzzle. My gosh, I find it so funny how easy it is. 10% more. 96% increased intellect. Grab that lumbering creation now so that I stay recently in combat enough to not get the random thing. Hello, no people. Welcome to the stream. We are almost at the final boss of Layer 5 Twisting Corridors. It's like right beyond there. We got like 3 or 4 more things to kill first. Not the skeleton! Yes, scared skeleton. Empowered lumbering creation again. I'm gonna make sure to keep my distance from it. More haste for me. More haste for me. More haste for me. Yes. Oh, I am just waiting for him to try and cast the spear. Nope, no bone armor for you. You're going to continue to die. And yes, there is a reason I am holding off actually using Infernal, even though it would make this fight way faster. I don't want to sacrifice any more of my Soul Remnant blessings than I have to before the last boss. And kind of a small flex of, hey, you can even do this without your major cooldown. Just a little bit of a flex. Oh no! Yes! Dealing shadow damage has a chance to blind the target, reducing their chance to hit by 50% for 12 seconds. Or 20% haste from Curse of Tongues. Or Unending Resolve lasts a minute and a half. I'm gonna go with, well, that protects the Voidwalker from getting chunked, which probably would be the wisest bet. Anything else I can either move or dodge or deal with. 4207 Phantasma going into the last floor. Final floor, final boss. 304,000 health Voidwalker. 4207 Phantasma to buy new things with. Random little scared skeletal ward. Pop on his threatening presence. And Gyarius the Chained as our final boss. We're gonna get the requisitioned Animacell, 2 plundered Animacells, 3% more crit, 15% more health, more haste when I put Curse of Tongues on it, and worthless, worthless, worthless. What do we got? Sure. We'll make Unending Resolve last a long time. I don't want that to mess up that. This is worthless to me now, so this is the only choice. And this doesn't help me because Marats, there's... Chaos Bolt no longer consumes any soul shards, but costs 10% current health instead. No. Versatility. I want to keep my health as high as possible, just in case. 4.9 million health boss. Let's do this. Here, enjoy 5 Infernals. Oh, this is the guy that goes invisible? Yeah, no, we're good. Look at that health just fall apart. Yeah, Chaos locked. But the words. There are no words. Infernal's already off cooldown. Dead. Win. Twisting Corridors, layer 5 complete. Wow, and it took just shy of 3 hours exactly, which is or just a little bit more than 3 hours exactly, which is what I had planned out. Final count: 3727 Phantasma. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So ridiculous. Just me and the Brute Squad. Voidwalker's like, I am on the Brute Squad, to which I reply, you are most of the time the Brute Squad. Ah. But yes. Yes. So, I'm actually planning on taking a short break for some food and other things now that this is complete. And then I will be back with a second stream doing a different game, doing some XCOM 2 with Minecraft YouTubers as the actual soldiers. That will be fun. But until then, I will be saying goodbye first to the YouTube crowd. Thanks for watching this video. Consider hitting subscribe down below for those in the YouTube crowd. And thanks, goodbye.